when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Great job there by the receiving team, right? You got your opponent here on the road. You're not caught off guard on the opening kick of the game. You're able to fall on it, and now your offense has the ball in great field position. You have got to make them pay for that gamble.
Great place to start for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
They go to the ground. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Robinson looking to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. First score of the game goes up. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graves. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out through the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to take off. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Kept it loose past the marker. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Now they're going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Graves. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go up top on second and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Robinson will throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Got the back over the middle. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Handoff from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The Orange now facing a third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Inside the 35. There he goes to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cuse.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, although nothing compares to a top 5 duel. A revealing outcome with massive implications, man.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The inside handoff. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give on the option. Shakes off the defender.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
He's got him. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That's a great job of just trusting your offensive line to get it done, scoring the touchdown. An extra point's going to tie this thing up right before halftime. And after that run, I think they're going to feel more confident running it in the second half.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. See them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to finish the half, and what a disastrous way for this offense.
And how about the finish to this first half? This defense trying to hold on, not give up points. They flip the script, force the fumble, scoop it up, score it, and bring all the momentum right into the half with this football team.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kick it off to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
On the ground with the counter. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Robinson looking to pass. Right on the money. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the cover.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, better look out. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Quarterback making checks. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Down here close on the goal line, you got to have great timing, and there was no hesitation by the quarterback. As soon as he saw his target open up, he fired that football in for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, hope they like apples there on that one sideline, because Washington State and UW have gone final. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels.
Open field on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got the 1st down and more. Touchdown Orange! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's got the tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive.
The offense changing the play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets away from one, finds some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Irish!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Robinson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
The Orange could go for it all right here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And with that last play call on 2nd down, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get in position to kick a game-winning field goal with no time left on the clock. This is a critical 3rd down, though, and if you get this, you can keep bleeding the clock to put yourself in that position.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Orange will have to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll do it himself. Turning it on. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They move on top here in the fourth.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. Coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to hit the extra point, make it a touchdown game, and there might be 2 more plays left. The kickoff, maybe 1 more snap for the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Trying to take it back. At the 20. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.